Hey guys, welcome back to Games Mods. I want to go over something today. If you ever mod and want to paint your stuff, I want to go over the painting stuff because right now I am painting the deploy. It's almost done. A few more details I need to do. First off, let's start with the type of paint. Um, the kind of paint that I like to use, depending on what most of the blaster is going to be colored. Is vinyl or duplicolor, vinyl and fabric. It's used for cars, but it's used for cars because it adheres to plastic really well. And like if you get water on it accidentally, or you put the painter's tape on it, it won't come off at all. So once it's on there, it's pretty on there. It's pretty permanent. When you use this, I highly suggest you use gloves. Actually, for any kind of spray painting, always use gloves. You can find this on Amazon, I think, for like $5 or something. So I got two of those here. I got red and black, and then I have a metallic one. It's just finish. I'm gonna use it just for certain parts. For the details, highly recommend Citadel paints. You can get these off of Amazon. You can also get, I think it comes in like a set of like 24 or 30 colors. It's kind of expensive, so I only do certain colors that I know I will use. So this is like abandoned black, so this is just black. I got blood for the blood god, basically red, really dark red. And then you got like an orange. It's called Troll Slayer Orange, and these kind of paints are used for like the tiny figurines, I guess, that people do, but I use it for Nerf guns. And then this is Rune Fang Steel, so like a metallic almost. And when you use these and you open them, always shake them before, because if you don't use them for a while, because these have been on my shelf I think for like a year, the liquid tends to stay down here and the solid tends to rise up. So just shake them just in case. So like I said, always use gloves. Especially when you're spray painting. You can use them when you're doing the details and stuff with the small paints, but I do suggest that when you are doing the detail paint with these guys, have either a cup of water with you and like a paper towel so you can rinse it off, and dry it off with the paper towel. Also, if you screw up with with these paints, these come off with water, and so like say, you go over a spot that you don't want to color red, you want it orange or whatever, just take part of your paper towel that's there, put it in the water a little bit, and then just rub it off, and it should just come right off. Because these are water soluble, but the spray paint is not, so be very careful. So when you spray paint something, you're going to want to tape off the area like this. This is my one of the pieces of the handle. So I have this all black, all underneath is black, and I want to spray paint this. I already painted it with this guy. Oh, before you paint anything also, sand stuff that sand it, usually with 120 grade sandpaper. This is 80, this worked fine. And if you notice on blasters, where it says like Nerf or the name of the blaster, if you want that off, you can use sandpaper the way that, you can use sandpaper or a Dremel with the sander head, but that can be a little finicky because it goes really fast and you don't want to do it too much or else you'll basically put a hole through your blaster. I have a motorized sander here. It's very handy, and this actually worked very well just because it was flat. So I took off the deployed logo and the Nerf paint over that, and it was fine. Yeah, always make sure that you sand your blaster before you paint, because you want the paint to adhere, and it won't really do that as well without sandpaper. So let's get back to this. So you tape off the area that you don't want to paint, basically silver, right? So if you just aim it here, it should be fine. When you're painting bigger areas, like with spray paint, because like I'll be spraying this with spray paint, but I'll be very careful with it. But when you're spraying like a big area, you want to be pretty far away with it, probably about 5 to 10 feet, and just go back and forth. Don't concentrate in one area, because that'll cause the paint to bleed down and it won't look even. So if you go left to right, you know, over the area, you should be fine. I usually do one coat, wait till that dries, and then I do a second coat just in case if I missed any spots. Let's see. Oh, you want to get some fine tip brushes for these guys. I got this pack, I believe, off of Amazon. It's really, I've only used, let's see, I've only used 3 of the brushes so far, but it's because they're like super fine tipped, and then they go to like bigger brushes. But it's good to have a variety just to know where your lines are. So yeah. So when you do paint, have gloves. Even if you're painting outside, I would suggest glasses just in case, you know, so you don't get it in your eye or anything. And then if you're doing a lot of spray paint, you can either get one of those breather masks or just one of your, you know, your masks that you're maybe wearing around town because of the virus. You know, as long as it stays out of your mouth, it should be fine. I did the mistake yesterday of, it was getting dark and I still had to spray paint some stuff. So I did a little bit inside, not a lot, just a little bit, but the fumes stayed in the house, so I had to air out the house. So when you do spray paint, try to do it outside. Let's see, I'm gonna spray paint the center of these handles really quick with the metallic there. Yeah, I'm not the expert at painting Nerf blasters because I don't paint many. I think I've only painted a few in my time and it was just all black, so it was pretty simple to just, you know, black out the whole thing. This time I'm actually doing different colors on the blaster, so I did have to tape off a lot. You know, it's all trial and error kind of thing. Because I actually forgot that I had this metallic finish, and I have a few places on some of the other parts of the blaster that I want to do it. So when you're spraying, see how the tape ends here? You're going to want to spray that way. So just, you know, in case if it, you know, splatters or whatever, it gets on the cardboard. And when you do spray painting, let's get this out of the way for now. Always put it on top of cardboard because number one, it's thick enough to where it won't soak through. And if you really want to be careful, you could put down paper like this, you know, just in case. Because I remember I did some orange pieces and I only had them on a flat cardboard box and some of it dripped onto my pavement. Luckily it was a water soluble kind, so I wasn't too worried. And it came out with water and like dawn, so it was real simple. But the more protection you have below the ground, the better chances you won't mess it up. Let me see, I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna spray these really quick. I am inside, but I'm planning to open the garage door right after because I gotta pull my trash cans in. There we go. This one's kind of nice. I'll show you the difference in nozzles. So this one's like this, pretty standard. And then the vinyl fabric ones, there we go. They look like that. So when you open these, before you spray it, always make sure you know where this nozzle is. Because if you spray it wrong, you're going to need to spray it on your hands or in your face, which is not good. So I always look for where that is, and then I go to the back and I use it that way. But the good thing is with this metallic one, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a big dot there. I'm going to shake that up a little bit. All right. I'm going to move this up here for now. And the good thing about holding gloves is like if you are painting the whole thing and at different angles, you can actually pick it up with the gloves and, you know, spray paint wherever you need to. And even if it goes down the gloves, it doesn't get on your hands. And that's what you don't want at all. Make sure it's taped down enough. Yeah. All right. That's how I had it. Yeah, that's pretty metal. That's pretty cool. I mean, worst comes to worst, like you see, like I got some on the black. That's fine. I can just go over it with that black and, you know, it's nothing. Let's do this one. And I think for the vinyl dye, usually they want you to wait 24 hours until you go over with a second coat. I took my notes from Captain Xavier. He's another YouTuber that's really good at painting his blasters. So there's this, the vinyl and fabric. There's Rust-Oleum, this kind, and then there's, I believe, Rust-Oleum 2 times 2-in-1 basically. It's like a base and a primer. I'll link all of them below. You can usually find them, like I said, on Amazon or Home Depot. I have noticed though that Home Depot tends to charge more, so go on Amazon. All right, let's try this. That looks pretty cool. Actually, you know, it looks like it looks like the T100. But that's cool. See, this one's already starting to dry, and the texture is coming through a little bit, so that's pretty cool. So I'll leave that to dry. I have more touch-ups to do with the metallic here on some of the parts. But once I get all finished, I'll do another video showing you the paint job finish, and then I'll do a longer video where I assemble the blaster back together again, because I'm going to need to do that. So that should be interesting. But yeah, I'll link all that I can below with the paints, the vinyl paints, the Rust-Oleum paint, you know, and all the other stuff. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.